In our normal life, we had, let's say a macaque grow E. coli. Let's say a little bit of red, many-to salt agar, this grows Staphylococcus aureus. This is not only fit single category, it fits multiple different categories. That's why it is difficult. That's why it becomes a tricky question in the exam. And I can tell you, I can do open book. I still think somebody will not get it. So that's why I want to explain two agars for you very well, and then you can get it. Okay? So let's give you some of the examples. That means in the real life, the bacterial culture is not separate, is not individually separate. It is a combination. It is. So let's talk about macaque agar, the first one. Okay, let's talk about macaque agar. So I have macaque agar right here. Okay, looks like purple, beautiful also. So number one, macaque agar. There are lots of stories behind it. We could talk about 15 minutes here. Okay, we keep a little bit simple. Okay, when you look at the ingredients right here. So every time when you see the median, and I always tell my students, go to the lab. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to make 100 plates of macaque agar. Don't go there just measure the powder and then autoclave, then pour it, then go home. Look at the label always. There are lots of the story there. Okay. Peptide. That doesn't have anything. It's a nutrient. Salt. Oh, the basic nutrients. Why we need it? Osmotic balance. Is that right? Otherwise, it's going to be cell wall will be shrink, so we'll lose water. So keep the water balance. Agar we need it. We need agar because otherwise it won't solidify. Now something dramatic. Macaque agar. Number one, there is a crystal violet ingredients. That's why it looks purple. Because crystal violet is the color is crystal. And its color is violet. Sorry, the color is violet. That's why it's purple. Okay, now the question for you. If I'm adding crystal violet in the agar, what kind of the bacteria will be done? Gram-positive bacteria will die. Because crystal violet will attach peptidoglycan of gram-positive bacteria, and this is a heavy. Remember the picture I drew? So, macaque agar, only gram-negative bacteria can survive. I won't even say grow, survive. Now, what are the examples of gram-negative bacteria? E. coli, Salmonella. It is an example of gram-negative bacteria. So, crystal violet, inside the macaque agar is a selective medium. Okay. Second, you have a bile salt cell. The bile salts will killing the bacteria. Other bacteria cause kind of say halos, precipitation halo. Looks like this. I don't believe it. I never see it. It's only the textbook. So I'm not going to talk about that. Lots of the textbooks say bile salts, they just write there. I don't think they even know. I think it's hard to see. You see the halo there, the precipitation halo surrounding the colony. I will skip it because I never see it, what it looks like. But what the key thing here is this lactose. Is the lactose. They have a second ingredient is lactose. So what happens for lactose? Lactose will be fermented, become acid. Okay, then what happened? The color will be changed. Because of the lactose, some bacteria will use lactose, some bacteria will not use lactose. If the bacteria use lactose, we call lac plus indicate lactose fermentation positive. Now, how do we know the bacteria use the lactose, the lactation fermentation positive? Because it will generate acid. And I said there is a lot of the chemical called pH indicator. What are the pH indicator? Here is neutral red. And this neutral red will turn pink. This neutral red will turn pink color. I don't have a red one there. This neutral red will turn pink. That means the bacteria use lactose. Therefore, this is a differentiate medium. Based on whether bacteria can use lactose or not. That's why it's a differentiated medium. So, McConkey agar said very simple. If it's a general McConkey agar, it should say McConkey lactose agar. Because there is another McConkey agar. Is McConkey sorbitol agar. This is instead of you have lactose, you have a sorbitol. Now, I want to mention these two bacteria. It is very important in the food safety. E. coli 0157H7. You heard the news all the time. A foodborne pathogen in the ground beef. On McConkey lactose agar, it is pink. On sorbitol McConkey sorbitol agar, it is colorless. However, there is another group of the E. coli. Also the big concern for the meat industry called Shigella toxin generate E. coli, which is called STEC. This bacteria on the lactose, McConkey lactose agar, it is colorless. However, on the McConkey sorbitol, it is pink. Because this bacteria, this group of bacteria, instead of you fermented the lactose, you fermented the sorbitol. Again, people think you are very smart, so they took this out. Like chocolate, like agar chocolate, they took it out. So, general McConkey agar, it is actually lactose McConkey. Now, people think you're not smart enough. So, sorbitol McConkey agar have sorbitol, they call sorbitol McConkey agar. They go this way. So this is a story for McConkey agar. McConkey agar is a selective media. It's a differentiated media. This is based on the function. Okay, based on the physics status, it is a liquid, solid media. based on the chemical standards, it's a complex media. So that's all these concepts that could be combined there. Okay? Let me see. Okay, we almost done. On Thursday, we'll finish this section. Then we're going to talk about the magneto salt-agar. That's another story behind that, because this is gross Staphylococcus aureus. Okay, so, and I hope you're going to understand about that. There will be one or two questions in the exam, because this is a little bit difficult concept. Always remember there could be a couple of them together. But here is the thing I want to remind you. What I'm saying, selected media, differentiated media, here is a conclusion. Exam question could just give you a certain story. Then you tell me, is that selective or differentiated? You just not even read the story. Then just pick. Oh, McCarthy, it's selective and differentiated media. It could be only selective media, could be only differentiated media. You have to read the story. Okay, we're going to do a practice question for that during the review section. Is that okay? We're going to give you some of the examples. So even it's open book. Okay.